The average rent for a two-bedroom apartment in Canada shot up by over 8% in 2023 alone. And this isn't just an economic crisis, it's a fertility crisis. The link between housing costs and birth rates is direct and ruthless. When a generation is forced to spend half their income just to keep a roof over their heads, having children goes from being a natural life step to a luxury item that many will.
If you want to get into crypto but think it's too complicated, make it easier with Kraken. Buy over 275 cryptocurrencies with just a couple of
not be able to afford.
Studies
suggest that for every 10% increase,
What's up, Tony R? Aslan's dead.
Fertility rate drops by 1.5%. Young Canadians are being priced out of the very spaces they need to form families, even if they can cram into a tiny, overpriced condo. The sheer financial burden.
Oh yeah, fuck me. Fuck me, daddy.
Skin tone.
Fuck me, daddy. My pussy's so wet.
Oh, Aslan, you are still alive. That's surprising.
Now WTFF.
What are you doing, Aslan? Aslan? What are you doing?
Where exactly should we take as an artifact?
My quantum processing unit is underground. Find available.
Hopefully I get lucky this turn. I've been very unlucky on this map. You never get the ray gun and the Wonder Waffle, the two good weapons. You need both those weapons to get to the high rank. Why the fuck is... I don't know why it was just lagging there, man. Got more than enough bandwidth to be doing this shit.
Hi.
What, Aslan? Hello, Blazy man. Hey, Aslan. What are you doing? What are you doing, Aslan? Alright, let's go see if I can get lucky. We're gonna hit the mystery box.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just chilling. Oh, what are you doing, Aslan? Yo, why are you guys up so late? I didn't think I'd get any viewers this stream. Oh shit, we got 5 live viewers? Yo, why is everybody up so late? It's like, it's weird, whenever I do these late night streams, I think I get more viewers. But I always expect them to be dead. Aslan. Oh, that was a loud meow, huh? Okay, let's hit the mystery box. See what we get. What the fuck? It's not what I wanted. I'll take it, but... Yeah, I'm level 101. You know how many hours you gotta put in to become...
streams, that's why.
Thanks, I appreciate it, bro. Do you know how many hours you gotta put in this game to become level 101? It's a lot. I think I have over 500 hours in on this game. The PS5. This is my most played game on my PS5. I've wasted so much time on this game. Yeah, the max level is level 1000, so I'm still...
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It takes forever to get to level 100. Level 101 now. But I'm not getting very lucky with the mystery box this game, as always. So I'm not very happy about that. Let's see what I get. Oh, are you kidding me? I got a rifle?
Lil Blazy, I saw you playing Spider-Man 2. How are you liking the game so far?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. My biggest complaint is the black guy. I liked Spider-Man 1. I played that years and years ago when it came out on the PS4. And then they released Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I fucking hated it, bro. I don't like playing as the black guy. Are you kidding me? Spider-Man's not black. I hate woke shit. Like, I don't mind black characters if the character's supposed to be black. Spider-Man's not supposed to be black. When did they introduce Miles Morales in the comics? I think Miles Morales was introduced in like 2016, 2017. Something like that. Like, he's a relatively new Spider-Man. Spider-Man's not black. They added it to be woke. So yeah, that's my biggest complaint about Spider-Man 2. But I like how at least they brought Peter Parker back, the white Spider-Man. Fuck the black one, though.
Oh yeah. Playing as Miles Morales is fun. He has a nice moveset, but this whole woke propaganda imposing on the game is atrocious.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was another thing. They're bringing too much politics into the game. You can tell they're bringing politics into it because even at the start, like, I'm only like an hour into the game, but one of the things they said, they were talking about gun rights or something. They're like, yeah, criminals, these guys should not have a gun club. They should have a coloring club or something like that. Like, talking as if gun rights are bad. And I'm like, oh my god. More politics. Like, that's a political, controversial opinion. That's political.
There is a side mission in the game where you help a gay black make couple face with tears of joy.
What the fuck? Yeah, see, I already knew they were adding politics in it from the very start. Because they're already talking about gun rights at the very start of the game. And it's like, bro, that's political. Can we keep the politics out of video games, please?
Tony R. Really?
I'm sick of it, man.
Just wondering. Yes.
Bro, I don't even know what I am. I'm not right-wing. I'm kind of sick of right-wingers. I'm definitely more right-wing than I am left-wing, but I don't even know what I am, bro, because, like, there's so many things that Donald Trump is doing that I really don't like. Like, supporting Israel. Fucking, like, I don't support Palestine or Iran, but fucking Israel.
The first game had the pride flag scattered in every block in the city of Mao.
I don't like a lot of stuff that Donald Trump is doing, so I don't even know if I'm right-wing. Hey, I don't know, man. I'm definitely not left-wing. All that left-wing bullshit's stupid. It's funny how every famous, powerful man is a pedophile. I swear. Bro, Biggie Smalls was a pedo. Obviously, Diddy was. Donald Trump, Obama, Biden. Like, why
Who
is...
did you vote for?
I'm in Canada. What do you mean? What do you mean, man? I don't vote in the American elections. I'm just saying, because here in Canada, we've had the Liberals for over 10 years. Canada always gets the Liberals. Canada's elections are rigged. It's always the Liberals, so there's no point in even talking about Canadian politics. There's only one party in Canada.
You do not support Israel? Asterisk gasps asterisk how dare you not support God's chosen people?
Fuck Israel. I hate Israel. They look like rats. I gotta be careful what I say. They're like, I'm talking about the zombies in the game. The zombies, you know, the zombies in Call of Duty, they look like rats. That's what I'm talking about. But, yeah, back onto the Israel subject. No, I do not like Israel. It's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with Trump. Trump's not even fixing the national debt either. Like, bro, America's gonna go bankrupt because of what Donald Trump is doing.
Yes.
Donald Trump is fucking up America. America's gonna go bankrupt. He's increasing the debt by so much. Have you guys heard of the Big Beautiful Bill? That shit increases the United States debt by
Do
so
you play
much.
God of War?
Oh, shit. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, fuck. Fuck, man. I don't know. Donald Trump kind of sucks, too.
I beat the 2 reboots.
The originals are better than the reboots.
Nice.
The originals are better. I'm not getting very lucky. I'm trying, but no matter how much I hit the box, it just... Yeah, it's a teddy bear. Where did it go now?
I only played the first one. I'm waiting for Sony to remaster the originals and hopefully port them to PC.
Oh, you only played the first one from the original? Really? You never played the second or the third one? I forget what the first one was like. I kind of only remember the third one. Yeah, the original ones were really good. They're really fun. I played those way back on the PS3, so I imagine the graphics probably look pretty dated now.
I hope they make a new one.
And they probably will. They probably want to turn it into a trilogy. But in the new one, if they make a new one, they're probably
I
gonna...
have the trilogy and PSP games on my emulator, but I am waiting for the port.
They're probably gonna want to explore Artreus' story. I don't really care all that much about Artreus, Kratos' kid. I don't really care much about him. Loki.
I never played them back then. I never was a PlayStation guy.
Oh, I was never really an Xbox guy. So back then, the Xbox 360 would get the red ring of death, and you had to pay for online. That was my biggest turnoff for the 360. I had a 360 at one point, but I got rid of it because I didn't want to have to pay monthly for online. Yeah, PlayStation 3 was awesome. Xbox 360 controller, such a good controller, way better than the PlayStation 3 controller, but Xbox 360 just wasn't as good, only because the online costed money. Yeah, PS3 was the last of like the consoles, the home consoles that had free online. Nintendo Switch had free online for a little while, but I don't consider that a home console, you know? It's more of a portable console. Oh, shit.
PlayStation 4 control were so nice.
Yeah, I like the PS5 controller more, but PS4 controller was nice too. I think the Xbox 360 controller was better than the Xbox One controller, though. Like, they made the Xbox Series X and shit, right? And they said that they didn't change the controller because you can't fix what's perfect. Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, Phil Spencer, the guy who runs the Xbox or whatever, said you can't fix what's perfect, implying that the Xbox One controller was already perfect. Hell no, the Xbox 360 controller was better than the Xbox One controller. But yeah, PS4 controller is better than the Xbox One controller. I think PS5 controller is even better than the PS4 controller. Okay, so now I just gotta try to get the Wonder Waffle. Gives the player all available perks.
Well, both are good.
Yeah, they're both good. I don't know, the PS5 controller is just a little bit bigger. It feels better in my hands. Yeah, PS4 controller was really nice. I like the PS4 home screen. I think PS4 had the best home screen of any console, in my opinion. The music, the home screen, everything was so good. The PS5 home screen kind of sucks. But you can't even put wallpapers on the PS5 home screen. You can only put a wallpaper for the welcome page. It's like, what the fuck? It's so stupid. Yeah, you can't have wallpapers on the PS5 home screen. It's so dumb.
I know, right?
Yeah. I remember when the PS4 first came out, and I got it. The only good game that was out was Battlefield 4, and I didn't even really like Battlefield 4. But that was like the only game that I had that was out, and yeah, I was so pissed off when I found out you had to pay for online. Like, I was really pissed off. That was the first time PlayStation started charging for online. Oh, my internet's shitting out on me. Don't know why it's doing that. I have more than enough bandwidth.
Where did Tony R go?
I don't know. Tony R, where you at?
In here. Okay.
I got all the perks right now because I took that gobble gum. That gives you all the perks. Yeah, I really need to get the
Though
Wonder
you were
Waffle.
gone.
I'm gonna need the Wonder Waffle, motherfuckers.
See a penny, pick it up. All the zombies have...
Alright. Next round. Ah, shit. You know, it can take a lot of spins at the mystery box to get the Wonder Waffle.
Waffle.
Proven yourself. Resourceful.
I might need to go soon.
Even if I had
Alright. Yeah, the Wonder Waffle. Did I fix it? Oh shit.
You just made a fatal mistake.
Okay, bye, Tony, or good night.
Alright, I got fire sale. See what I get. Come on, give me the Wonder Waffle. Damn, man. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Wonder Waffle.
Human pinata. Perennial party favorite.
There are 2 other people in the stream.
Yeah. Just watching.
You just made a fatal mistake.
Why is my Wi-Fi kind of lagging tonight? It's weird. Should not be doing that. Maybe it's the PlayStation Network, actually. Got a max ammo there. What the fuck?
Okay, I think I gon' go good night, Blaze.
Alright, take care, man.
Take care.
Where's the... Oh yeah, the mystery box is probably over here. Right? It doesn't spawn in here?
What is that? At this requirement, why don't I open it no time? Stay back.
Looks like it's your lucky day. wanted to try out.
You just made a fatal mistake.
You are the queen. I can't let anything happen to you. Dark magic shadow meter taught you? Not dark magic. It's really cool if it had worked.
Oh, you guys. Look at us. The best friend squad back together again.
Thank you so much for letting me talk. This can't be all of them. Where is the rest? There aren't even any boss. I didn't see any others. Oh, God. Let's make the best use of my processing power. Amazing that battle. We're so lucky she saved you from that foot soldier reached you. She didn't save me. It was a thing. I mean, your little magic trick would have been really cool if it worked. Anyway, your real strength is in teamwork. And the way you let Laura give you orders, even though you're the queen, she wasn't giving me orders. We're a team. We're a team. That's why she can talk to you like that. Oh, and she maybe you stay friends. We have fun. Well, it's this girl.
The rebellion is naturally so. Why are our outposts unprepared for an attack?
All that.
We're not ready. I need more time.
Into this plan. We don't need more time.
This technology is based on extracted research. I've reached a dead end. I need her notes, her recordings. They must hold the key to making this work.
Entrapted. It's a trap.
I don't know that. This is what she left behind. And this is what I will use to defeat every last princess on Ethereum. Lord Brown will be here soon, and when he arrives, he will see what I am capable of. I will return to his pocket. Perfect. But first, I need this record.
and skinned myself.
Emily, you know you're supposed to stay in my room. Damn. Come on, no guilt tripping for your own good. Right now, my favorite family recipe. Does anyone use it pick me up? Where are you talking about? Look! Right now, you can wait. Come on now. Oh, yeah. Here, I made some for your school. I have a job soon. I need to find a doctor's report. Then I have to do that. So I need to draft this recording. More that. Finding them before this finishes. Yes, I'll find them. I promise. Did you want any of you? You know what? What are you still doing here? I mean, Okay. Friend. Relax and do
They are assessing a possible fuel leak. Please stand by.
I'm sure Chapter will be our time. I know what you notice. You know,
Archiving on the northern perimeter, and Catra's letting it happen. She doesn't care.
no, you're wrong. Catra's under a lot of pressure, and maybe she just.
When are you gonna wake up? Hey, we were supposed to be loading these onto the transport. Just get out of here. We've got real.
Good idea. You do your job, I'll go do mine.
I don't see any defensive box here either. Honestly, it seems like there's anyone to watch.
But we don't know what they've got inside. So let's go. I'll be sure. What's your plan?
Well, trouble sometimes shakes stupid.
Treating me like I'm weak and let me make my own decisions.
Okay, we're talking this out. Medora's or something? Maybe Glimmer?
No, I don't know. What? It's fine.
Come on. Communication is the key to a good friendship.
Okay, trusting shadows for our what? Who's dangerous? Really? Oh, it's the person. Can't you
Best friend squad shut it.
Everything will share.
Super pound. Oh, it's like stone. Somebody trapped his stuff in city. Oh. No, my shadow even tried to kill us. Before that. But I'm not sure.
Are you finished demolishing this beautiful?
I know, right? That's what they all say. It's ridiculous, I know, but it's true. Well, Franklin is my family's kingdom, but then Hornet showed up and, well, you know, the rest is history. Not like the Black Garnet episode.
You just made a fatal mistake.
princess?
my den.
I can find those recordings of what you ready?
And just you are going to clean that up.
Also, everything is good.
Keep the balance, feel through.
We're there to dig up first one. We're not making cocoa.
That's my wildcat. Always up there. Very lucky.
What's that? Oh yes, well done. Extra credit for you.
She's going to the car. Can't you take them out? Not possible? I'm loyal. That's my whole thing. I'm just you.
You just made a fatal mistake.
So you and she kind of said the word scrap metal and Emily together a lot. Come on, I know a great place to hide. I'm safe. Not hide. We're not hiding. We're big things.
Oh, you take them out?
I can't risk hitting one arena. Drop your weapons, or the girl gets it.
They could work for him. Also, do something. Well done, Fairlane. Party, Fairlane.
Well, if it works. Extremely tasteful. I think you should.
Capture pulled her forces from the northern perimeter. We've been wasting our time all day. And this guy is wasting
Hmm,
What are you doing? You took things way too far. I don't think it would actually hurt him. Did you think I would really?
Maybe we should get some rest and talk about this when
The Kingdom of Snow supply line is open. We're done here.
Fine by me. And see.
Welcome to Horror Hall. As far as the Royal Scorpion family kingdom, but nobody comes here anymore. I would sneak down here to hide when I was a kid. Oh, check out these guys. That's Pointy. Over there is Captain Pointy. And this here is Pointessa. Okay, fine. I may go. But this guy, this is my granddad. King. He was the greatest. I mean, that's not 40. I don't know. This is too young. I have Granddad to thank for my opportunities. He made the alliance before that. Part of it, he gave up our runestone. And Princess. My granddad must have known I was fortune. And I made friends in the world. Like you. This isn't exactly what happened. Grenades take loyal to the end. Scorpions do best. Brave. Loyal. Repeat. Color of the she is right. She will not be my expert.
What it takes. You're in that form.
But I still have
Fire sale.
we better have
Ethan's made a fatal mistake.
Captain's recordings. She stored them all in memory. Chip got damaged when I extracted it, but she's so small, you know. Ready for a super pop duo field trip?
Got an evac with your name on it this morning.
Shouldn't we be done? Making my choices, stop whining and asking me okay?
Oh no, you did.
Believe anymore. I can't trust my own eyes. Who am I? Insta-kill.
We are running a diagnostic on the gearbox. I assure you,
You just ruined being a perfect hero. You have no idea how hard it's been for me. Including me in your suspicion. We used to be a team, and now I don't know what we are. Backup communicator. Hey, Flutterina. Looking for something? Hey, this looks bad, but I assure you it isn't what it looks like. So it was really.
Maybe also too. And Perfuma. Don't shortchange my credit card. May I say, at one to 2,000, that was really a one. I thought that you were serious about it. If you were tired of any real fashion prices,
It's over. Double trouble.
The Lord can make I let Catra know that you were going to drill. Spelling chaos there. It wasn't hard. I just had to keep you isolated and manage others' growth. So spread. Believe me, if the Horde controls the feed, then control the theory. Robin, the battle for the weekend. But they have it earlier, it's very easy. It's too late.
Oh.
No matter what the force throws at us.
Fear not, tiny friends, for Seok is here! Well, perhaps we should do. Let's go!
Natasha, this is the last one. Stand up. Wait, where's Seahawk? Okay, now sound the retreat. I'll be back for you.
Bro, YG Trace used to be online every night. What happened to him? He's like gone.
Welcome to Liberty Falls. Population? Well, less than yesterday. Never been so glad to see backup arrive. Hell, lucky I'm still in one piece. I need you to look for survivors.
The idea that Canadians are going to give back their guns and they're supposed to do it through Canada Post and they would be housed in Canada Post offices across the country.
The Mounties recently prohibited the gun, which makes it illegal to own.
This caught us completely off guard. Because we were quite confident because we built this thing specifically to be Congress.
Today, our government is finishing the job, adding a further 179 unique makes and models of assault-style weapons to the list of prohibited firearms here in Canada. This prohibition takes effect immediately.
Hey everybody, PJ. Happy Friday. Look, I don't know if it's because I'm kind of a paranoid guy, but something I've noticed over the years is that there isn't, or hasn't been, a single government that genuinely cares for its people and has the best interest of its people at heart, its citizens, that wants to damage, take away, diminish their ability to defend themselves. You guys south of the border will understand that. You have the God-given right enshrined in the Constitution known as the Second Amendment, the right of the people to keep and bear arms. You see here, just north of the border, we don't have that right. We have the ability to get a weapon if we, satisfy the government's desire to know whether we're entitled or not to get it. Here is a privilege. And that privilege gets affected, restricted, and diminished at the government's whim. Whenever they want to take it away from us, whether we've broken the law or not, it gets affected. But that's what today's video is going to be about. We're going to be looking into certain things that have happened, recent developments when it comes to gun ownership here in Canada, and specifically regarding Alberta. Let's dive in. Very quickly though, if you enjoyed these videos, please do me a solid and subscribe. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later if you change your mind. Thank you, and back to the video.
A Calgary-based firearms company says the RCMP has thrown it into crisis mode. That's the head of Sterling Arms International. J.R. Cox is holding a rifle his company makes. Cox says the Mounties recently prohibited the gun, which makes it illegal to own.
It caused completely off. Because we were quite confident because, I mean, we built this thing specifically to be non-restricted.
The RCMP told CBC News it received the firearm in June and completed a technical inspection. That inspection determined that it was a variant of a prohibited firearm. The Canadian Shooting Sports Association said in a post on X that the classification means owners of that rifle can no longer use it at range or in the field. And Canada's National Firearms Association said it was, quote, the last remaining pistol caliber carbine still eligible for competitive use in Canada. Browse online Canadian gun forums like the Canada Guns subreddit, and you'll see plenty of strong reactions over this move, with concern from gun owners about what would happen should they be using newly prohibited rifles without knowing it. Gun control advocates, meanwhile, say industry misclassifications pose a huge public safety concern, as well as inconvenience. And they're continuing to push for the process to be changed so that the RCMP vets and classifies new models before they hit the market.
So the Canadian federal government continues taking a page from the Chinese Communist Handbook, banning guns left and right while basically making criminals out of law-abiding citizens, because they suddenly find themselves in possession of what the government just designated as an illegal firearm. You know what actually poses a huge safety concern? A country where lawful gun owners are harassed and disarmed by their own government, while the criminals are the only ones with weapons, especially in a country where crime has increased to the point of overwhelming police resources. Those pushing for gun control should face the reality that regardless of their sensationalism and manipulation, gun permit holders are the population who is least likely to commit an offense with firearms. Their idea of a so-called safe society is for law-abiding citizens to be completely unarmed and at the mercy of those who don't obey the law and have all the guns, whether prohibited or not. What are they going to ban next? Blowtorches? Lighters? Wait a minute. What?
They look like the real thing. And police are growing tired of them.
You can imagine something like this, pointed at an officer, seen by a member of the public, in a dark alley in the middle of the night. We're going to think this is a gun, and we're going to treat it as if it's real.
Late last month, in this East Van neighborhood, police responded to reports of a man with a gun in his home. They prompted a large response. It took several hours, but turns out someone's gun look-alike lighters.
Anecdotally, I can tell you we're receiving lots of calls each week.
Sergeant Steve Addison says each call can deploy 7 officers or more, tying up valuable resources.
Actually, players are taking advantage.
Some night classes pushing 5 off the back stability, novelty lighters, banking stores.
They don't serve any real purpose, and they create a huge amount of risk. Where police come out in big numbers because they think they're real weapons, and potentially somebody could get hurt.
Well, the whole thing is just so silly and so immature. This firearms advocate calls the bylaw impractical and a waste of time. What does that look like? Or is somebody that has a gun-shaped lighter, maybe that walks from a burnaby that gets caught with it, a cigarette or something? Are they going to face a firearm charge or face confiscation?
Yep. Believe it or not, in Vancouver, they're actually trying to ban lighters. Some of them look like weapons. You can literally get arrested for having them confiscated, fined, handcuffed, all because your lighter wasn't government approved. This is what happens when soft-handed, bleeding-heart politicians start using force with threats. And of course, it never ends there. What's next? Water guns? One poor guy got the cops called on him by a nosy neighbor because they saw him with a gun inside his own house. That tells you everything you need to know about the cultural federal government is creating. One of fear, paranoia, and absolute submission. Thankfully, Alberta's not playing along with the craziness. 81% of Albertans rejected the Liberal government's gun grab, and the Alberta government flat out said that they're not enforcing it. They're not going to be confiscating legally obtained firearms, because here, we still believe in common sense and the right to defend yourself without having to oppose
a gun buyback program, which has been highly controversial. This is one of those things that you say Mark Carney could pivot on. You say it's costly, it's ineffective, but really he should scrap it. Give us your sense of why that's necessary.
The gun buyback program was put in place by the Liberal government under Justin Trudeau. Mark Carney wasn't part of that policy. He inherited this policy, and the policy, frankly, doesn't work. The government of Justin Trudeau budgeted $200 million for a gun buyback program that is now spiraling up to $500 million. Will probably close in on $1 billion, and they've so far bought back less than 10% of the guns that they had targeted. The RCMP says it's ineffectual. The government of Ontario is not participating in it because they think it's appropriately a waste of resources. The idea that Canadians are going to give back their guns and they're supposed to do it through Canada Post and they would be housed at Canada Post offices across the country. It doesn't work in practice. It doesn't make the country safer. It's costing an extraordinary amount of money that could be spent more efficiently. And I think an objective analysis of the program, Liberals can still be in favor of gun control. They can still have their bona fides as the pro-gun control party. But this particular program, scrapping it, could save hundreds of millions of dollars. It could probably make the country safer. All right, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Special thanks to those of you who have donated.
So as you know, Donald Trump is talking about stripping people of their citizenship and deporting as many people as possible. That summed up today's video, and I want to talk about this stuff because Trump people always throw in all kinds of numbers, and I wanted to see what the facts are, and I wanted to get your thoughts as well. So first, this is Stephen Miller, so let's see what he has to say.
Never once deported until President Trump came along. But you have even more dire threats, acting on behalf of foreign adversaries and foreign enemies, criminal cartels, foreign terrorist organizations who spread throughout all 50 states under Joe Biden. Already, under President Trump's leadership, 150,000 criminal illegal aliens have been arrested by either Homeland Security or the Department of Justice and either deported or prosecuted. 150,000 threats to our community off the streets. But there are millions and millions more to go, Sean. And under President Trump's leadership, that's what's going to happen.
All right, so they're saying millions and millions or more, and they're looking at trying to many people again and deport as possible. This is some of the numbers that I was looking at. I'll show you guys. This is over at NBC. It says the U.S. deportation factor counting arrests and deportation. So at least according to this, as of July 17, 2025, migrants are 6,077. 28% of that have criminal convictions. 47% listed as other immigration violator. 24% have pending criminal charges, and then about 11.9% fast track or deportation. I'll just give you guys the numbers that we're talking about here. These are where the migrant detention facilities are. They're all over the place. I'm showing you guys. I know that the big news has been the ones on the Alligator Alcatraz thing in Florida. They've been talking about building 5 more of those things in various states, probably, not probably, they said all Republican states, so we'll keep a track on that. But this is the kind of stuff that is important to talk about this stuff. Deportations by month, so you can see February in the 10 to 12,000 range, in June where we are now.
October 1995. Fueled by the fallout from the meat plague and trouble in the hills, Quebec nationalism is surging like never before, triggering a referendum on whether Quebec should be Canada. After months of intense campaigning, both sides, 94% of Quebecers turned out to vote. 49.4% voted to leave, and 15.6 voted to stay, a margin so narrow that experts and politicians this last time Quebec ought to leave. And now, 30 years later, the sovereigntism of Quebecois is gaining popularity and is promising a third referendum in 2030. Given this, we must ask, would Canada be better off without Quebec? This is the economics of Quebec independence. The leaders of Quebec sovereignty recently claimed that Quebec does not need Canada, but financially that it would do just fine without its so-called big brother. But is this true? Quebec has the second largest economy in Canada, generating $450 billion in GDP. However, on a per capita basis, Quebec is actually below the Canadian average. This matters because despite Quebec's lower economic output per person, they are afforded a higher quality of life for one simple reason: federal handouts. In 1957, the Canadian government introduced the Equalization Program. The idea was simple. They wanted to make sure that they leveled the fiscal playing field between the have and have-not provinces. The way that they would do this was by shifting tax revenue from economically stronger provinces to weaker provinces. Now, if you're remotely intelligent, you might say, wouldn't this reduce any incentive for provinces to improve their situation? And yes, you would be right. Since 1957, Quebec has received equalization payments 68 years in a row. In today's dollar terms, Canada has distributed $490 billion to Quebec, 52% of all equalization payments since inception. Sounds like an economic powerhouse to me. On the other hand, provinces like Ontario, Alberta, and BC combined represent 3% of all equalization payments. Inflation adjusted, in the last 10 years alone, Quebec has received $138 billion. That's $7,000 per resident in the have provinces. Without Canada, Quebec would be losing $13 billion per year, or about $1,600 a person. But there is an even darker side to this. The equalization payments take into account natural resource revenue. Think mining, oil and gas, lumber, and in Quebec's case, hydro. Natural resources like minerals or oil and gas are set by the market, meaning the province has no control over how much to charge. However, hydro is a renewable resource that is generally controlled directly by the province. Hydro-Quebec currently charges Quebec citizens around 8 cents per kilowatt hour, which is much lower than what they sell electricity for in the US market. If Hydro-Quebec charged market rates to Quebec citizens, equalization payments would likely come down by nearly 50%. What does that mean? Well, in essence, Canada is subsidizing Quebec's cheap electricity. Were it not for equalization, Hydro-Quebec would be forced to charge market rates for electricity. The citizens that have subsidized Quebec's lifestyle more than any other are Albertans. Alberta has historically had a very strong economy due to their oil and gas industry. As a result, Quebec has benefited directly from oil and gas. Given this reality, it may come as a surprise that Quebec vehemently opposed Energy East, a pipeline that was expected to generate $10 billion in tax revenue and contribute $25 billion to GDP. But why would they support it? They don't need to. They receive equalization payments no matter what. In fact, it's in their best interest to say no to additional projects and maintain their current status quo. The hypocrisy is shocking. However, tax revenues and oil projects are not the only concessions made for Quebec. The biggest concession ever made to Quebec was the official recognition of French as a second language. In 1969, then Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau, a Quebecer, made both English and French an official language of government and federal institutions. One of the main drivers of this was concerns that Quebec would leave Canada. But there was a very logical reason French was not an official language. Most of the country does not speak it. Outside of Quebec, 7.4% of English speakers speak French. And mind you,
this doesn't mean fluent. However, in Quebec, the bilingualism rate is nearly 43%. On top of this, even though the government puts significant resources into preserving the French language, since 1979, the percentage of first-generation French speakers outside Quebec has nearly halved, shrinking from 6.1% to just 3.5%. If you look at Ontario, for instance, there are only 290,000 first-generation French speakers, but there are 587,000 and 310,000 first-generation Chinese and Punjabi speakers, respectively. In fact, in most places west of Quebec, you are more likely to find someone who speaks Chinese, Punjabi, or Spanish fluently than French. Official bilingualism has an actual cost, though. It's not just a symbolic gesture. All federal departments must provide services in both languages. All documents must be in both languages. All signage and communication must be in both languages. The government provides language training to increase French prevalence. The government funds French